Hello everyone, I'm Vikramaditya here. Welcome to Softech, and in this session I'm going to discuss with you all one common question that we face in the real-time projects is that I don't know anything about the requirement. I just want to know what are the database tables that are involved in this particular requirement, whether it might be from a functional perspective requirement or from the technical perspective. We are always confused which table has what data. Of course, we all have a basic idea about some 10 to 15 tables or at the most 100 tables, but there are 6 lakh plus database tables, and how to get the data of it. I know that I have to use customer table. So if I have to use a customer table, where should I go and check the list of all the customer tables that I have in the entire SAP system is what we need to understand. So this is a kind of a very simple mandatory thing that we should be knowing, but we don't get any kind of information in Google or in the internet anywhere like that. Why is it so? Is because there are more than 6 lakh tables, and it's highly impossible for all of them to be consolidated in one place and post it in the internet. So you'll not be getting any information there. So that's the reason I'm making this session clearly to tell you how to find out the list of all the database tables that we have, and then find out the particular exactly the table in which the data is getting stored, or the exact table that you have to make use of in your requirements. So I'm taking an example of, like, I need to find out the table suitable for my requirement. How do we find it out? So for example, I have to get the customer data, and I'm not sure whether it is a customer generic data, or should I use KNA1 data, KNA1 table, or KNBK table, or which table should I use? I don't have any idea. So for this, how to find out the database tables is what I'll be explaining you in this session. Now the table that we need to access through SE11 or SE16 is DD02T. DD02T is a database table that we need to access from SE11 transaction or SE16 transaction. So either of these two is fine. So I'll just go ahead and create this. Now we'll log in into the system and explore this DD02T database table in SE11 or SE16, and we'll understand why this all data cannot be available in Google forever. So we cannot accommodate all these things. Why is it so? We'll just try to understand from the SAP's perspective. So I have this DD02T database table. If we explore this table, if we just check that display, and I'll go for this contents. And in the contents, if we see the number of entries, okay, let me show you what are the fields that are there in this table. It will have all the table names that we have in SAP. So it will have somewhere around we'll see how many number of tables are there, but this just has 5 fields. Table name, language key, in which language is been maintained in, activation status, version of the entry, and the short description, which is the most important thing. Short description happens to be the most important thing because you might be knowing that you have to get the customer data, but customer is the keyword, but you don't know which table will have the customer data. In that case, this text will help you a lot. So we'll go ahead and check the contents here. And in the contents, if we see the number of entries, the total number of entries in this particular table is something around 5.5 million plus records. So it would be like 55,86,896 records are there totally in total. So these many number of tables are there in SAP system. So 55 lakhs plus. So it's like 5.5 million plus, near to 5.6 million. So these many number of records cannot be available in Google. These many number of tables cannot be available in Google. So this is the only way we can access it. Okay, so when we have this, now if you want to get this all records into an Excel sheet, it would be a crazy thing. I'm not sure whether my system will work or it will crash if I try to download all this. So I'll take an example of a particular data. I was taking an example of a customer data. Let's stick to the customer data. First, customer data, all that you have to struggle a bit to know with which name the customer tables will start. Okay, so I know that customer tables will start with K, and in more in specific, I know it start with KN. So I'll start with KNA, KNA, and then KNAA, and I'll put the from KNAA to KNZZ. So these are all the fields that I want to check, and these are the tables that I want to check, because I'm pretty sure that all the customer tables which I'm searching for will start with KN, but I'm not sure how many tables are there in KN. So all the tables will start with KN are customer tables. So how do we predict that is, so if we have anything customer data, customer tables will start with KN, and material tables will start with MA, and then vendor tables will start with LF, the sales tables will start with VB, and accounts tables will start with BK, and say for example delivery tables will start with LF, LI, and shipment tables will start with VT, Okay, so it goes on like this, and you need to find out, if at all if you're working on a particular module, we need to find out what are the tables in general will start with, and we need to explore all the tables which are available, and we have to come to a conclusion which table needs to be used. So I roughly know that the tables which I'm searching for will be starting something with KN, and will be like KN starting with KNAA to KNZZ, starting to ending. So if I see the number of entries totally are 2831. I want to still narrow it down for our easy access. So I'll go for KNA1, KNAA to KNBB. So I'll go for number of entries. We have just 457. That's better number for me to show you the example. You can access more number of fields as well, not an issue, but it will take time. That's the reason I'm considering less number of fields. So number of entries is something somewhere around 459. I'll go for this maximum number of hits. I'll make it as 500, because I want to get the list of all the tables here, all the fields here, because if I have 200, only 200 tables will be visible. So when I execute this, I have all these fields, so I can filter it out like KNAS, all these are like language. So I just don't want all these things. I want only in English. So if I go for this number of entries, I just have 25. So I'll go for KNZZ then. Let me check how many number of fields tables are there. I have 134. That's fine. It's a good number. So what I'll do is I'm restricting my language to EN, because I'm interested to see only those tables which are maintained for English. So I'll go for execute, and I'll get the list of all the tables which start with KN, and these are all customer tables. Now let's say I want to find out the customer bank details. So I know all these are bank details. So I'll go for bank and search for it, and then I get this KNBK. KNBK is one table. You can copy paste somewhere or note it down somewhere. This is one table that is having the bank details of the customer. Then other table is like the next table is like KNBK AJ0, KNBK underscore BF, KNBK underscore keys underscore. You can explore all these tables and find out which table would be the most suitable one for the requirement which is given by the client. Now what we need to do is we need to make this list of all these things, so you are very pretty clear that these are all the tables. We need to search for these tables. Every time you cannot get into this particular login into the SAP system and check every time. So what we can do is we can simply download it into an Excel spreadsheet. I'll just click it and I'll go for customer data, and once I store it as customer data, hello, in fact like it's a customer tables actually. So I have this Excel, and in the Excel I can search for that particular keyword which has been given in the description in the functional specification will be given some sentence like, you have to get a report for customer bank details. So we are very clear that what are the customer tables. So we listed out the customer tables. In this, next we are searching for the bank details. So when we search for the bank details, we can make a list of all the bank details, and then we can get that we can frame all these tables, database tables, explore them, and conclude where which table can be used. The most important thing that I'm trying to tell you in this session is that if you know the description, how to find out the table name is what I'm just more focusing on. And this is how we do it. And this is extremely helpful for us to go in this procedure, because I've seen a lot of people struggling to find out the table names for any requirement that they have. So they keep searching in Google, and Google cannot accommodate all these 5.5 million tables, right? So that's the reason. And you can also do something like, if you have time and your system is fast enough, then what you can do is you can explore all the tables. Actually, you can explore all the tables. The number of entries we have is, okay, I filtered it out for language EN. So for language EN we have 6 lakhs 1037. So it will be like somewhere around we have 6 lakhs 1377. So these many number of records are there in English. So we can still shorten it out. If I go for anything like, so I was telling about accounts, right? BK star, BK, I can say for BK AA, and then BK ZZ. So it starts with BK, so I am using AA and ZZ. So we'll say for number of entries, these are for account details. We have 861 tables per accounts. When we execute it, we'll get the list of all the things, and we can read the description and find out which table is for what. And when we have a particular table, we can copy this table name, and we can go and explore the fields that are there in that particular table. So this DD02T table, which accommodates all the database tables and the text, is an extremely useful table which we need to explore, and which we can take it for any kind of data tables we want. We can access it. And this is very important information, I believe. And if you feel that this information is useful for you, please do share with your friends as well. And I'm very sure that this piece of information would help every one of you. Please do share it with your friends as well. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, youtube.com/jsoftech, please do subscribe. And if at all, if you're looking out for any kind of trainings, you can contact us at training@jsoftech.com. And if you're looking out for any kind of jobs, you can contact us jobs@jsoftech.com. Thank you. Have a great day. And do write in the comments what you feel about this session, and what is the next session that you would like to see.